Peace. Just unprepared again. What's up, folks? We got the Deutschland Open or something on. Corn Ferry Tour. He shanked it. Nice. Love seeing the shanks, folks. Who doesn't, right? Love the shanks. Absolutely love the shanks. Don't love them. Oh, shit. uh 4 o'clock came up on me quick today. I was doing work, trying to make better videos because I'm not great at it, obviously. I mean, my content's the golf instructor. I mean, I know the motion, but it's the videos and trying to make those cute and all that stuff that I get ripped on for. It's kind of sad. What the fuck, dude? Oh man, why is this one not on? Nobody knows. I don't know why this screen's not working. It's always fucking something. It really is. It's always something. Why is that not working? That's funny. Funny shite, people. Let me just try this real quick. Display settings. So what I did was I just turned the computer on and off, whatever, to make it work better. But now this screen don't work for some reason. Hi, Rich. This cat's possessed. He's possessed. He's literally possessed. Multi-displays. Here we go. Can't detect another display. Come on. How does it all of a sudden not work? This is nuts, guys. It really is crazy. So all my notes on Tiger and Jack are on that other screen, and now I can't get it up. Can't get it up. Well, we'll figure it out. Oh, you bear with me. All right. So yeah, Jack versus Tiger. I did a Spaces earlier on what's it, Twitter, but I don't know how to do that. No clue. I met this Australian feller. He was on there. It was pretty cool. But why would this not work all of a sudden? Why would this not work? It's plugged in, the light's on, I see it. Like, why would it not work? Oh, here we go. Come on. Why wouldn't you work, baby? Why wouldn't you work? Why would that light going into standby mode? But why? No, work. Why is that not working? I mean, it literally worked all day. Advanced settings, graphic settings. All right, let's go. Think. Why is everything so difficult for me, guys? I don't understand it. Multiple. Go to a wireless display. Detect. Dude, it's right there. It's on. How are you not detecting it? Alright, let's go to the tubes. Welcome, people. Sorry for all this bullshit, but it always happens at the beginning, which is wild. Why that screen's not working. If anyone has a tip, send it in. Go to the YouTube as well because I can't see the X and the Facebook things. But how does that not work? I didn't move. I literally didn't move the seat. The light is on. Oh, I need Clarendon VX, whatever the hell it's called. Did I touch something on these? Orientation settings are disabled while live. I don't know what that means. But visual effects. Camera works. Just assumed it would work, guys. Any advice? Display setting. Oh, I already have that up. Focus, power, sleep, storage, tablet, multitasking, projecting, shared system components, clipboard, remote desktop. Night light. I don't know what that means. Change the size and text. But I didn't touch a thing, guys. I literally just turned it on and off. All right, advanced brightness and a sync refresh rate. Set up smooth. Set up dual monitors. Here we go. To set up dual monitors, start center display. Your PC should detect. Yeah, I did that. This is on. It's plugged in. I didn't move out of that chair. Literally did not move out of that. What is that? It says no HDMI signal from your device. Oh, I don't know why. Like I said, I didn't move an inch. Did not move an inch out of that seat. Where's that? Oh, that's the freaking plug. Oops. Where does that go? Oh, that goes there. That goes there. Oh, I see. I see. I think I see. Good work, bitch. Maybe I don't see. Why wouldn't that work? Details. No HDMI signal. Come on, bitch. Dropped all that. That. I don't get it. Streaming signal. Yeah, there's a streaming signal. So ever since I went the live route, guys, it just stopped. So literally all day doing it, right? No problems. Camera didn't work, so I restarted it. Didn't do anything wrong. Nothing changed. Nothing different. Not a thing. And now this screen don't work. Didn't move a muscle. Didn't touch a button. Just refresh. Isn't that wild? Oh well. Jack and Tyga. Tyga and Jack. What do you guys think? Again, I can't see who's talking, so I don't know. Wow, this is a nightmare. Been waiting to do this all day. I was so excited, folks. You know? So excited to do this. And the screen don't work for some reason. Should I do the old unplug it, plug it in? But I think I did that. I think I did that. Maybe this button works. Oh, what did I do? Gaming monitor. No HTML signal from your device. Press on any key in the keyboard. Boom. Boom. Press on one. Boom. Why is there no? The old boomer restarted mode. You for those of you saying, yeah, you should have had this done earlier. It was working fine till literally 5 minutes. I forgot I was even supposed to be on. Scanning for signal. Why is there no signal? I don't understand it. No HDMI 1 signal. Maybe I need to make it into number 2. And I'm going to turn it this way, and it's probably going to fall over. And I'm going to be bullshit. Who knows what's going to happen now, people? We should make this a channel. The weirdo channel. Please work. No HDMI 2. Why would it just randomly just stop working? This is so wild. Sorry. No HDMI signal from your device. Ha. Going into standby mode. Don't go into standby mode. So what would you do? What is it? Multiple display. Yeah, I said detect. I go to detect and it doesn't detect it. Detect. Don't detect another display. That's fucked up. This is strange, folks. I apologize, but let's do some Jack Nicklaus stuff here. So Jack Nicklaus, hey, the cat from hell, won 18 majors, 6 Masters, 5 PGAs, 4 U.S. Opens, 3 Opens. His last was he was 46 when he won his last one. Head to head, they never competed in their prime due to different eras, obviously. Nicklaus peaked in the 70s and 60s, 60s, 70s, Woods in the 90s, 2000s. However, a young Woods faced an older Nicklaus in events like the 1996 1997 Masters, where Woods outperformed him. Hypothetically, matchups are speculative, but Woods' athleticism, Nicklaus' course management would make it close. Nicklaus faced tough competition, Palmer, Watson, Player. I think Tiger did too, but we'll see. But never dominated like Woods. Wow. Did you hear that? Wow. Never dominated like Woods. His strength was consistency with 19 runner-up finishes in majors. That's pretty good. 19 runner-ups. Tiger redefined dominance, especially from 97 to 2008 with wins like the 15-stroke U.S. Open, his Tiger Slam. He won 4 in a row, 2000, 2001. According to this thing I'm looking at, it's a secret. I'm not going to tell you what it is edge to Woods for his peak level domination and global impact on golf. There's no question that would happen. There's no question that happened. The rise in golf. Excuse me. I mean, you had to. You dropped what you were doing to watch Tiger. Even if he was up by 15, you would watch it. You'd put it on to see if he was going to win by 20. You definitely did that. You know, that was a must. A must. I think it was a toenail. Just kidding. You know what I mean? Impact on golf. Nicklaus. Now, again, I was too young for that era. And I wish I talked to more of my dad and uncles about it who were golf pros and golf salesmen and in the golf business. My whole family's been in the golf business for 100 years. I caddied for Jack Nicklaus back in the day. And I wish I had asked him more. I was too busy. I'm moving this computer closer so my face is close so you can see how pretty I am. I can see the monitor better as well. I should have been more into, when I caddied for him, it was more business. We weren't really buddies. Kind of, you know what I mean? Kind of, but I should have been more on with him. But I was more friends with Trevino and Norman, Olin Brown, Don Bees, Sam Burns. The hell's his name? I can't think of his name. Ed Burns. I can't think of his name. Damn it. Sam Burns threw me off. Jerry Burns, John Burns, Ed Burns. Frick, I can't remember his name. You probably know his name. Burnsy, obviously. And many, many more, you know. But whose competition was better? Was Tigers better with Duval, VJ, Phil, Ernie, Latif, Adam Scott, kinda, almost, I guess. Tom Gillis. Stats. Nicklaus, third in PGA Tour wins with 73. 18 majors, 56 top 10 in majors. That's pretty good. Now, I didn't think Woods was first in wins. I thought Sam Snead was first in wins. Actually, let me just do this real quick. I should have done this earlier. Again, I did do it earlier. I did do it earlier, but this thing's all fucked up. All right. Ba, ba, ba. How's everyone doing out there while we're doing this? Everyone play golf today? Go to the range? What's happening out there? Anything positive for golf wise out there, folks? That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted, but I can't see it because of this stupid thing. So Tiger and Sam Snead are tied for 82 wins. That's one of the things I wanted to look at because it says um, Woods first in PGA Tour wins 82, but he's tied. 15 majors, 52 top tens, 52. So he's about the same in majors. Excelled in driving, distance, recovery shots, mental toughness, edge, Woods. So this thing I'm looking at is giving Woods the edge. Impact on golf, challenges. Nicklaus played in a less athletic era with smaller purses and weaker equipment. Wooden clubs, less advanced balls. Compete against deeper fields. Whoa, wait a second. But fewer global players. Who would agree with that? Deeper fields. We'd have to look into it more, but you're gonna remember he used to say, or Nicholas used to say, he'd wipe out five guys and only had to beat. Say there's 140 players, you'd have to beat 7 players or 8 players. He's out, type of thing. And the same thing with Woods. You only had to beat. Now again, week in and week out, someone could get hot, but the guys would see Tiger and be in awe. Like it was a big deal if Tiger was playing in the tournament. Corn Ferry Tour, Neil Shipley's leading. No, he's tied. No names. Christo Lamprecht. He was a bomber. I know that. Tour bound. All right, he's going to the tour. But you only have to beat a few guys. Yeah, someone might get hot that one week and catch you type of thing, but you really only have to beat a few guys according to uh, Jack and them, because a lot of guys he said were there just to make the cut and make some money, which is weird. But at that level, you got to keep your card. You lose your card, you go from making a lot of money to nothing. It's a tough job. It's a tough gig. Oh, look at that guy hitting to a net in his office. I love it. Hopefully both his screens work. Again, why wouldn't this work, guys? I don't understand it. Anyone have any advice on this getting this other screen to work? Why would it just stop working? Didn't touch a button. Detect. What's HDR? HDR color, nightlight, display, sound, notification, storage. Hey, oh, doggy's barking. No idea why that wouldn't work. All of a sudden, just stop working, guys. Bad time for that. Now, the older people are gonna say, "Jack, Jack, Jack, Tiger cheated on his wife or whatever." So things are gonna get heated on that, but you gotta block all that out. I know a few things about a few golfers that you wouldn't want me to say, that you would destroy their reputation. Destroy it. They weren't angels, that's for damn sure. But that's here nor there, who cares? That's their own problem, but that shouldn't affect who's a better player, you know? Alright, so Nicklaus's 18 majors remains the gold standard in his longevity. Winning majors over 24 years is remarkable. Woods peaked on what did he win Woods? Last time was 2019, Jack was 86, so what's that? 24, 46 years difference. Wow. So is that the ultimate measure of golfing greatness is how many majors you win or no? Because there's some guys that won 2 or 3 majors that don't have a great record in the game, you know? And they got lucky maybe. You win 1, you can get lucky, Lucas Glover type of a thing. Not that he's a great player, he's a great player. He's been saying some weird shit though about the tour. Um, where are they playing? In the moon? I guess it looks nice there. It's kind of fallish there, Corn Ferry. But, you know, if you get 2 majors, Lee Jansen, is that Hall of Fame? Is Lee Jansen Hall of Fame? We're not here to talk about Lee Jansen. We're here to talk about Tiger Woods. They're both very, not unfriendly, but standoffish when it comes to autographs and things, and I remember Tiger had an issue with his caddy. When his caddy started doing commercials, and Tiger didn't like that. And then the next caddy started doing commercials, and Tiger didn't like that. It's weird. Your longevity. So being that good, even with me when I was caddying for Jack, he wasn't overly nice. I mean, friendly. Not he was nice, I guess, but wasn't a guy's guy like me talking. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? How you doing? What's happening? How's your kids? Nothing like that with both of them. You know, and that's why they were great at it. They weren't out there to make friends with me or anyone else. They were out there to did they leave already? Let me just check my ring camera real quick. They were out there to win, you know? No, they're still here. They were out there to win the golf tournament and just beat your ass. They weren't out there to make friends. They didn't care what I did for, you know, whatever. They just wanted to beat my ass and leave. That's part of my problem. I was friendly with everyone. Hey, what are you doing later? Where are we going? How you been? You know, fucking worry about your next shot. But that's what made them so good, you know, is they didn't like Langer's the same way. Langer did not give 2 fucks about anybody. Now on the course, now off the course, he's a nice dude, and you know, but on that golf course, he's hitting every shot like it's the means the world to him. Honestly, I think I told the story at the Senior Open in Salem, Mass. Here, I remember on the 12th hole, he's like 37 yards from the flag on Sunday, 20 behind, and he's treating that one shot like he needed to hold it out to win the Masters. He walked it off, walked it back, looked up, meant nothing. Could have just at that skill level, you could just kind of half-ass it and get it close. Obvious, you know, you can. It's possible. They're that good. But he was in preparation mode where every shot means the same, whether it's for 20 over par or 20 under par. And I remember half-assing half of them. He didn't give a shit or whatever. I know how to hit it 47 yards. But you can't do that. That's why they're so good. So then when it comes time for that shot to actually mean something, it's the same. It doesn't. They're not putting pressure on themselves. All of a sudden, trying harder. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden, I'm going to walk this one off because it means more. Well, why didn't you walk off that other one? It's this, so that's their preparation mode. And I'll be delving into that too with my boy Steve Yellen here on the podcast coming up. Great mental coach and all that, and talking about how to help you guys play better golf. And because it's all in the noggin. If you're a regular player and play a lot of golf and a decent action, and then in the tournaments you blow up, it's all in the brain. There's no question. It's all in the brain. Your preparation, the way you think, the way you act, you buy new shoes the day of the tournament, you get a new glove, you change your routine per se. Let's call it that. Not just your stand-up routine. Hey, guy walks into a bar. Not your pre-shot routine, but your whole routine. So maybe you play on Monday, Sunday, you take the wife to the movies, you have a dinner, you play 9 holes, maybe watch a movie, but go to bed. But the tournament week, no, got to go practice. Going to play 18 today. I'm going to get a new glove. I'm going to wash my clubs, change your routine. Now you're adding pressure. You don't even know you're doing this to yourself. You don't even know it. It sneaks up on you. It's like, get the fuck off me. It sneaks up on you. You think you're doing the right thing. Oh, I got to get ready. I got to make sure my clubs are clean. Well, why didn't you make sure they were clean last week? You shot a 71. You didn't even give a shit. You gave a shit, but you know what I mean? So it's not on the top of your consciousness. It's buried. You want to play well, and you bury it, then you play well. Right? All right. Cool. Shit. Now, all of a sudden, you bring it up to it's conscious now. Now it's on your mind. The previous Sunday when you went to Jurassic Park 7 with your wife, you got some steak tips, you got some Raising Cane's chicken sandwiches with just chicken bones in them, chicken wings in them, whatever they are. Watched a movie, went to bed, bang, 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 got up, boom, striped it. Didn't get up early and shave extra, comb your hair better. No, you got up, you played golf, and you played well. Now, all right, well, we're going to play 18 today, honey. We're not going to Raising Cane's. I'm going to get a salad. I'm going to do some push-ups. I'm going to stretch. All he thinks about is golf, 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 and he shoots an 85. Same guy, same talent, same swing, same push fade he's been hitting for 50 years. Now goes a little further to the right. Doesn't go quite as far. It gets a little quicker and shorter because now it's on your mind. You start thinking about it, and it does affect you. There's no question about it because I've been through it. It affects you. No question. So you're going to learn to just not give a F. You do. Obviously, you do. We wouldn't play. I wouldn't have this hoodie on or golf hat or whatever. Nice clubs. We obviously give a shit, but don't bring it up too much. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. And Steve Yellen, amongst others, I have others too that'll be on, are going to help you, talk to you about that and answer questions and help you focus about it. Because don't listen to me. What do I know? Listen to these experts. I know because I've been through it, and I'm learning from them to help my students, teach them how to play golf, not just hit a ball. I can teach you how to hit a ball, where to hit it, why are you hitting a 3-wood here, why are you laying up off the tee, why are you laying up to 80 yards, not 27 yards. Boom, boom. Where's the pin? Bang, bang, boom. Play golf. Learn to play golf too. Because I got people that I give lessons to. Let's just not say swing lessons, but coaching, overall coaching, that they're not going to practice. They're not going to, if they got an over the top swing, they got a lot of work to do to fix that. They can do it, but if they're not going to practice, it's not going to happen. So now we got to learn to kind of play that shot and learn to have a better short game, but a better brain. Because if you know where the ball is going, you can play golf. If you know where the ball's going, that's the whole key. Oh, Ryder Cup. If you know where the ball's going, you can play better golf. No doubt, right? No question about it. And that's what we do here at Gillis Golf Instruction. We teach you to play better golf, not just make a perfect swing. And that's what I get frustrated with when I watch these other videos and these guys trying to make this swing like McIlroy, hit in to in, which is technically right. If you're a touring pro and you're not moving all over the place, you can do that. But an amateur can't do that as well as a professional. Look, I'm watching this guy. He's swinging the old swing left shit. Yeah, you swing in to in. So right to left, technically. You don't go right, obviously. But you know what I mean? But most pro amateurs can't do that because if your head moves back, now there's no way you're going in. I guess you could. So you're trying to swing like McIlroy, or that's not Adam Scott. It's a Scott, but it's, I don't know. Now he's hitting a big 3-wood onto a green. But you can't swing like a touring pro. You just can't. You got to find out what works best for you. And that's one of the videos I posted. See, I got to learn to be more marketing here and post a video in here. Oh, you gone? All right, honey. The big leftovers are welcomed. Okay, baby. All right, sweetheart. Leftovers are welcome, kid, because I'm not cooking. Baba booey. So you got to swing your own swing and do what works for you. So let's see if this is out. I have so many different videos going on. I have my head spinning here. All right, let's find it. I'm gonna. All right, own your swing. Where's share? Get shareable link. All right. So now I'm gonna post that in the comments. Bang. So that's a video. It's on my YouTube channel. I think I might have posted it on X. I'll do that in a second. Of Michael Thor Bjornsson. He used to play like holding it like that. I got that. No thumbs on the club. No thumbs. Just 10-fingered, no thumbs. 10-fingered, no thumbs. That's wild, right? But it worked for him. And then eventually he got the thumbs on there. And then he tried overlap. He tried interlock. Just didn't work for him. So you got to be comfortable too, right? So if you're not comfortable, it's not going to work. So conventional golfers may like what I'm saying, or what the fuck? Where do I put the words? Oh, there we go. What? Where's the chat? What's happening here? I'm trying to do X, people. No, that's messages from. That's email. All right, open chat. Okay. Why is it not opening? Open live screen. Oh, there we go. Oh, I got you. All right. So I'm going to post that video in the X chat. So, yeah, I mean, Michael's obviously a good player, and I don't know where he stands right at this moment in this tournament, but he was 2 under after yesterday. But he's swinging a swing. He's swinging what works for him. He eventually got his thumbs on there, but he's 10-fingered. He's 10-fingering it. And I got no problem with that. Now, I can't do it. I'm an overlapper. It's just the way it is. That's the way someone showed me when I was a kid, and I just did it. I can't interlock. I mean, I can do it, physically do it. It just doesn't feel right to me right now. It's not right or wrong. That's not right or wrong. That's not right or wrong. Now, no thumbs is kind of odd. You won't have any support, but maybe what if you don't have a thumb? You got to deal with it, right? So swing what works for you within reason. Obviously, the ball's got to go towards a target, but I'd rather see you open than closed. Just with my experience of doing this, it just works better for most people because I try everything with myself and people, even my buddies. I'll just say I'm on the range here. Let's set up real close. Now let me see, hit it over there and see what happens to their body. We'll film it and then open up and then we'll film it or hold it like a baseball bat and see what happens to your wrist angles and all that. So, but you got to do it. It's comfortable. But you still have to hit from the inside. You still have to watch the ball stay in the shot. You can't, certain things you got to do too. I'm not saying just throw all the crap away. You still have to do certain things. Excuse me. You still have to do certain proper fundamentals, or I don't know, secret. I don't know what you want to call them. Things that good good players do to hit the ball, but you're not gonna make this wide extension, this long, just not gonna do it. It's these guys are superior beings with their flexibility and their workouts with, they're not working on, I mean, they might do push, what are these called? Benches and all this shit. Yeah, but they're doing this medicine ball training and band training and working on speed and tension and it's amazing how hard these guys work out for their golf swing, you know? So that's what you need to focus on. That's what you need to work on and do. And I will have fitness guys on here telling you the same thing because I'm learning from them. So I try to have a tree of people that I learn from, even golf swing coaches. I watch certain guys on here and listen to them. Some of them are crazy, some of them are great. Some of them are trying to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You got to get John Smith to hit the ball in the fairway as easy as possible he can without overthinking, without overcoaching them, without making them have to join. I mean, I want you to join the gym, but you don't have to join the gym. And when I say join the gym, I don't mean you got to do this all day, 24 hours a day. You want to come a pretty fundamental swing back and through. Simple stuff. Boom, right? Not a lot of motion all over. Just back, bang, boom, right? Simple. Like throwing a medicine ball to your buddy or throwing a basketball. Oop, the doggy's here. Throwing a basketball and catching it. See, you stand here with a basketball, soccer ball, you throw it against the wall, you catch it. You don't do that. It goes over your head. You don't do that. Just take a basketball, soccer ball, go in the backyard when we're done, throw against the house and catch it. That helps you learn to rotate and turn. Great practice drill, great drill for rotation, great drill for staying centered. Simple stuff, people. Simple stuff. You can all do it. And that's what I recommend over the winter time. Now that the winter's coming, that's what you need to do. You can hit balls too. You can go indoors and hit balls. You don't need to go outside and hit balls when it's 12 degrees out. That's insanity. I'd rather see you in the gym or in your basement with a basketball, like I said, or soccer ball, throwing it against the wall and catching it. Don't whip it. Just boom and let go. See how the club's right in front of me? You can't really see me there, but the club right in front of me, say, not this. Turn. Shit like that will get you to swing better. Swing with your feet together, eyes closed. Do all types of little drills. If you want my help, Tom Gillis at PGA.com. I can help you put a plan together. Send me videos of your swing. You will play better golf. I promise you. It's not that hard. You have to put the work in. I can't do it for you. I did put the work in. Oh, the daughter's back from college. And one of the sons, no, he's back tomorrow, is back from college tomorrow. So we went from empty nesters to full housers. But that's good. That's a good thing, right? So, you own your golf swing. So as a coach and trainer, whatever instructor, I guide you. I give you this is what you should practice, this is what you should do. But you got to do it. If you don't do it, it doesn't matter for me. I can't. I mean, it matters. I mean, it's not up to me. I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like I can't help you. But that's why you got to inspire people too, and that's why you try to practice what you preach. That's why I do practice. That's why I do. I've been injured and had some health problems. That's why I haven't played in a couple of years, but I like to compete and play at this older age, and I can still hit it pretty accurate. But I want to show the people out there that it's not. I don't just get up and hit and say something. Chili, what are you doing, buddy? The doggy's here. What's up, buddy? You hungry? You're starving? I don't really have much food, pal. I don't have any food. You can't have that. That's not happening. So get motivated. Sign up. Call me. Get some guidance. Don't call me. Call someone else. But I promise you, I'll make it as easy as possible. You think you stink, right? That's what we used to say. If you think you stink. All right, let's get back to Tyga. So Eldrick, that's his real name. Why is that there? All right. So Eldrick had. So according to this, it's an AI thing. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but Nicholas has the edge in majors, the ultimate measure of golfing greatness. But Woods leads in total wins by 9 and had more dominant peak. If you value majors above all, Nicholas is the GOAT. If you prioritize dominance, dominance, yes, and impact, Woods takes it. The debate often hinges on personal preferences for error or metrics. Which this guy, this Grok is correct. He's correct. Did now again, I was too young, but I know Arnold Palmer had a big impact on golfers because Arnie's Army is, I guess he was good looking. He dressed flary. Again, I don't know too much about that, but Sam Snead was pretty damn good too. So he's number 3 on the list. His 7 majors, 82 wins. So what's that? Let's say 90, 89. And then Ben Hogan, 64 wins, 9 majors. Gary Player had 9 majors. Well, now Bobby Jones, it says 13 majors. That ain't right. They counted pre-modern majors. Yeah, I don't know about. He don't count. So 9 majors is the next one after Tiger. So Ben Hogan, Gary Player tied for 3rd. Now, what about Gary Player? He only had 24 wins, though. That's better than me, but it's not 82. World ranking. They didn't have the world rankings when Jack played. But this list has Jack first, then Tiger, then Snead, Hogan, Player, Palmer, Watson, Jones, Sarazen, McIlroy. Whoa. What about that? I should probably pull that up, I guess. But I don't know. I can't pull it up because that screen don't work. For some reason, all of a sudden this screen don't work, which is insanity. Let me try to detect it again. I guess I could turn it on and off here, but yeah, I don't know why it doesn't work. So always something, folks. Always something. So it was McIlroy, 6 majors, 26 wins. What about Philly Mickelson? How many majors does he have? 5? He has 5. He has more than 26 wins. Wow, he's getting slighted for sure. Well, let's try Philly Mick. Aiko, nice. I'm tired today for some reason. The PGA Tour is in Japan. I'm a hunting peckers. Hunting peckers. All right. Let's see what they say about Philly Mick, people. 26. That's my favorite number. That's how many we got in here. All right. Phil Mickelson is widely regarded as one of the best golfers of all time with a career that places amongst the where's his wins? He has 45 wins. I don't know if that counts European Tour or not, but and Rory had 26. That's pretty good. But I think Phil overall is better than Rory, no? Or yes? Agree or disagree? Let's talk about it. Praise for his 6. No, he has 6 majors. And Rory has 6 majors, right? So he's tied with Rory with majors, but he has why is it to Astor? But he has 45 wins. And then VJ, how many wins does VJ Singh have? He must have a bunch. Only a couple majors though, so I don't know. Then you get Jack with Tom Watson, Arnold Palmer. I'm assuming he played with Snead and Hogan a little bit. Doug Sanders, Lee Trevino is something else. It's so hard. It's so hard to rank them. It really is. I mean, I think those two guys, 1 and 2, 2 and 1, is fair. I think to be the best, I think that's fair to say one of those guys is. They're, either way, you can't go wrong. And then 3, 4, you'd have to go Snead one of those 4, one of those 3 or 4. Now Ben Hogan, 9 majors, but he's got 64. Who has the next most wins? I guess that's pretty good because no one else is even close. Gary Player only had 24 wins. Arnold Palmer had 62 wins. So 7 for 62. Hogan was 9 for 64. Player 9 for 24. So would you rather have Gary Player 9 and 24 wins or Palmer 7 majors, 62 wins? What's better? It would take months to delve into this, and I might have time this winter to just get all the stats. Did they win the Screen Door Open? You know what I mean? Or did they win the big ones, even when they weren't majors? Ryder Cups, does that come involved in it? Now, Gary Player couldn't play any Ryder Cups, so it really doesn't matter. But does that add to your legacy or hinder it? Because Scotty Scheffler didn't have a good Ryder Cup, which I was there. Check out my videos for my great videos of being there. But Scotty played horrible. I don't know if he played horrible. I didn't. I was out. I didn't see every shot, but he didn't win a match with a partner. But he beat Rory head to head. It's not easy trying to root for someone else or have them on your team, or it's not easy playing with a partner when you just want it. You just want to let me take care of it. You let me take care of it. Then you get an alternate shot, and you think he should be laying up, and he wants to go for it, or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's not easy. So does that make him a hush shake off? If you look at their Ryder Cup record, does that mean he sucked, or he just not comfortable playing with whoever the hell he played with? Not easy, guys. But obviously Scotty's pretty damn good at this moment, right? Is he the next Tiger Woods? Not even close. Not even close. Vijay Singh did what Scotty Scheffler's done. I think Phil did it to some degree, what Scheffler's done. I think, well, Rory, I don't know if he's won 9 times in a year, but, you know, Scheffler's a great player. I'm not saying that. Come on. But the next Tiger, that's crazy. People aren't running home to watch Scotty Scheffler play, dropping their, kids off at soccer earlier to get home and watch Scotty. They're just not. And that's because he is bland. He's got no personality. He's a nice dude. I'm not, again, no shade here, no shade, but he's boring. Tiger had some fire in him, remember? Fire in him, people. Peter Quest, Johnny Quest's little brother. We drove it. There's only one of yous. Quest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 7 birdies, 1 bogey. 66 today. I'll tell you Friday. Moving days tomorrow, so let's get that ready. Well, some rank golfers like Hogan, Snead, and Watson higher than him. Mickelson's modern era achievements and versatility, yeah, make a strong case for him as a top tier golfer, often in the 5 to 15 rankings. I agree with that. 5 to 15. And it's also who would you want to see playing too? Like Imagine if you could go back, and maybe AI will do that for us, so we can watch Snead play like you're there. Like these glasses, I've got these Oculus glasses. I'd like to put those on and just lay back and like watch, like I'm at the Marion and 57, whatever it was, 57, watching Hogan and them play. Like I'm a fan, get the suit on and the hat. Maybe that'll happen someday where you can, when it's semi-real and you can, kind of see what's happening, because we will never know what it's like to play wearing a jacket and a tie and those shoes. Even when that back in the 80s, we had these FootJoy classic. They were heavy leather shoes, metal. I love metal spikes, heavy as shit. Now they're sneakers, because I remember wearing sneakers and I got shit from the older golf pros. You can't wear sneakers. I'm like, they're comfortable, they're lighter. My feet hurt. You can't wear, and it's like playing in dress shoes with spikes on them. Your Brooks Brothers shoes, or whatever the guy's name is, with spikes on them. No, you want athletic shoes. In a heavy tweed jacket and a tie. No thanks. No thank you. No thank you. But these older pros, I won't mention any names. One of them gave me so much crap. You're not, and what? I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to get emotional. Who's Chandler Blanchett? No idea. Was he on the Titanic or something? No clue. I got to learn these players. I guess I really haven't been paying attention. And I don't even know what the European tour is anymore. Is that even a tour? Now, don't get mad at me, Europeans, but it's not, it's called something else. And I get it. You're sponsored by someone else. I get it. But nobody plays there anymore. They all play over here, and their top 10 guys get tour cards here. So you're taking their 10 best players, 25 for 26, and you're putting them on our tour, which is good for our tour, but bad for your tour. You're feeding us. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how you would agree with that. Now, it's probably more money, and those guys like that. I get it. But where's your loyalty to your home tour? That's another conversation we can have. And I know I'll get heat for it, but I love watching European tour. It was on earlier this morning. The Open de España. I love it. But look at that. Not a tree in sight on the course, anyways. But I remember with Seve, Langer, Monty, Sandy Lyle. I loved watching it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then they'd come over here and you'd be all excited. When I was younger, obviously. Oh my God, we're gonna see Bernard Langer. Because you don't see them. They don't live in Jupiter. They live in Deutschland and they fly here. It was a big deal to see these guys. I went to the 99 Ryder Cup. It's a big deal. Jean Vandelay. I got his picture. I'm not going to reach for it, but me and him, 14th fairway at the Masters. Monty. My boy Padraig Harrington. It's great to see them. But you never saw them because they're playing in Europe. Because they're Europeans. And I don't blame them playing here. There's more money, I'm assuming, and it's got to be better in America because that's why people are coming here. I'm assuming. I don't know. The journeyman. No offense to these other countries, they're beautiful. I love them. But golf wise, it's got to be better here. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know. Stuart McDonald, didn't he write a book? Every one of these guys looks the same to me. They're all just in such in great shape. The white belts are kind of going away, but dude, he needs my iPad mirror. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? I put mirror on sale now. $25. Best putting aid in the world. Keeps your head from moving. You just bang, bang. Use your third eye right here. Target, target, target. Use that target, folks. How long have we been going? An hour? 56 minutes. Wow. Yeah. So my podcast hopefully starting soon. I know I've been saying that, but it will be starting soon. Lining up the guests, getting them ready. And I'm also doing another show on Where Are They Now? So if you have any people you want me to do a deep dive in, Where Are They Now? Tom Gillis at PGA.com. And I'll do a story on them and try to find them. Where are they now? Because a lot of them disappear, folks. People disappear, just gone, Sad. Game's hard. When you're the backup quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals, they're probably not getting 20 million, no, but they're probably making a million or two to be the backup. No matter what. You don't even have to play. You just be a practice dummy. But in golf, man, it's hard. Play well or pound sand. Like, remember Ricky Fowler got in trouble for getting in? He got into the top 50, I think, on the FedEx Cup to play in the second tournament or the first, whatever, because he got in based on sponsors exemptions and stuff. Well, Ricky deserved it. Ricky brings fans. But Ricky's not playing Ricky's best. I sound like Ricky Henderson. Remember Ricky Henderson? Ricky's not playing his best. But it just goes to show you, you don't play well in this sport, you're gone. But if you're a pitcher, for the Astros, you're still going to get paid. You're still going to get paid. That's what I was happy about Live with at first was everybody gets paid. The caddies get paid up front. Your travel's taken care of. All right, let's say who's playing tonight? The Phillies or someone? Do the Philadelphia Phillies have to get their own hotel room, each player? Do they have to pay for their own hotel room and then turn in a voucher? Do they have to buy their own food? No, everything's taken care of. And that's what's different about golf. You're your own Philadelphia Phillies. You got to take care of yourself. You pay your caddy, but your caddy's got to get to the tournament somehow. Right? They don't, some fly with the players, of course, but most of them don't. Most of them don't. You guys have no clue. Most of them don't do it. There's a special truck that takes all their shit to each tournament. I can't think of his name, Ben, at the moment, but they fill it up with all the bags and they'll take them to the next tournament. But the players are driving there, probably 3 or 4 in a car. They're renting a Motel 6 and sleeping, 2 or 3 in a bed type of thing. But now with the Live Tour, that's why I was kind of happy about it, is that like Phil Mickelson can pay his caddy, but the younger guys, no, they don't have the money. Now it's all taken care of. I don't know. I kind of like that aspect of it. It was treated like a sports team. But then the opposite is, all right. So I'm quarterback of the year I'm on the Cowboys. I'm the quarterback of the year. You give me 200 million for 10 years. I used to get up at 4:00 in the morning, go run, stretch, eat the bananas, work out, meditate, practice all day, go to practice, study film on the Redskins and be prepared. Now I got 20 million a year. Now I got a new yacht. I got a jet. My wife's psyched. My kids are psyched. Kids want to go to Disney World. Do I get up at 4? It's like I used to? No, some do. Tom Brady probably did. Deion Sanders probably did. There's more, I'm sure, that were there to win, nothing else. But I bet you a lot of them will get up 4:00, beep, 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 snooze. You know what I mean? It starts changing. And even all before this NIL stuff, and I liked college football. Shout out to the Canes. College football better than pro football because these guys don't have any money yet. So they're going to work hard. They're going to stretch for that pass. They're going to pound a guy, earn their way to get that bag. Now things have changed. And that's why I think that's ruining sports, college sports, and high school sports. This high school kids getting the money. So what do I need to work for now? Why do I need to work my ass off? But that's why I like college football is because these guys didn't have a nickel. I'm sure they got some, you know what I mean? But still, they didn't have all that cash. They had to work their way to get drafted and then work their way to get famous and big. Then they get their bag and then they stop, laying out for a path. Again, not everyone. There's guys that do it, but most of them are just chilling. They get glasses on. So the money is ruining sports. There's no question about it. So now the golfers on live, it's a big loop we're taking here, folks. I'm sorry, but we are all over the place with this, but it's all related. Now is Patrick Reed practicing as hard as he did? Now he still had plenty of money. John Rahm had plenty of money, but now they got way plenty more money. What do you need to win for? You don't. So that's when I was naive when it first came out. Again, I know the 9/11 crap. I get it. I get it. But that money's everywhere. So don't be blind about that. The ladies tour is all piff money. It's in everything. And I get it. I'm not for 9/11, trust me. So that aside, whether they got $200 million, 100 million, 50 million. Now you got the yacht, the new Lambo, ba ba ba. You bought a restaurant, you're gonna be the king there. So then you stop grinding. No question that's happening in my mind. Now I'm not putting anyone on the spot, P. Reed or DJ. Haven't heard from DJ. I don't know. I don't even know if he still plays. Bubba Watson, a little older, but Phil's old and he can still play decent. He still seems to grind. Phil's not doing it for the money, for damn sure. Bryson doing it to win. I think I'll be popular for sure, but at least he's trying. But a lot of these guys are too old. Louis Oosthuizen, love Louis. Martin Keimer, haven't seen him. That old guy, I liked him. What's his name? I think he's English. Green, is it Green? He's a grinder. He's like 52 or 3. But that's what it is. It's all older guys. But they're grinding, but they got all that money. But then some of them don't. So it's a weird dichotomy. Weird. Like now, I would love to have seen Phil Mickelson keep doing the senior tour stuff because he won, I think, is 4 out of 5, right? Hopefully it's on here, but he would have dominated on that. I think Hale Irwin was the first best, and then it was Langer, right? And then Tiger. I mean, Tiger, he can take a cart. He's injured, but so Phil won the 2021 PGA at 50 years old. Wow, that's pretty good. In the top 100 by Michael Arkush. In the Golf 100 by Michael Arkush, whoever the Golf 100 is. Phil Mickelson is ranked 13th among the greatest golfers, praised for his 6 majors, second only to Tiger Woods in the 21st century, but noted for underachieving relative to his talent due to his risky choices. I agree with that. I agree with that. Now, who's ahead of him for the 13? Obviously, Tiger, Jack. Bernard Langer, best golfer over 50. And that's another thing with Langer and these guys. Don't you have homes? I mean, I want to see my grandkids. at some point. I don't want to just play golf 50, 52 weeks a year somewhere as much as I can. We all love golf, right? That's why we're here. But I want to see my family, see my kids, play some golf with them, tennis, baseball, football, soccer. So it's in your blood, peeps, I guess, right? What time is the tournament on? The Corn Ferry Tour is so fucking boring. There's nobody there. Pete Dycourse in French Lick, Indiana. Oh, it's on at 7. Damn it, I thought it was on at 6. The Champions Tour. Where's the PGA? LPGA. 11 o'clock. I'll have to take a nap for that. I'll have to take a nap for that one. So we got the Champions Tour on at 7. We probably won't be on at 7. Hey, maybe I'll do a late night stream. I'd love to do that. Get the California's people out here. So, but in this era, who's the best player? The last 10 years, who would you think would be the best player? Let me do a grok question. Let's do a grok question, folks. See what he says, and then we'll talk about what the fuck is this. If I learned how to use this, it might help, right? But where do I start my? Oh, here we go. Anyone watch Ed Gein story on Netflix? We still have nightmares. Me and my lovely wife, we're still having nightmares. So this Ed Gein story, it's on Netflix. It's the Monster series. It was Jeffrey Dahmer, the Melendezes, and the third season is Ed Gein, Gein, from Wisconsin, Plainfield, Wisconsin, I think it is. Holy crap. Not that just he was nuts and digging up bodies and wearing their faces as his face and doing other things to dead bodies you wouldn't do normally to dead body. He inspired other people to do what he did. And there's this one guy, Speck, Richard Speck. I still can't get out of my head. I think me and Alicia have to go to couples therapy after watching what happened to him. But yeah, if you could, we kept watching it though. There's 8 seasons. We kept watching it. We kept watching it. I don't know if that makes us psycho or not, but yeah, Ed Gein. Sorry about that. All right, who was the best golfer the last 10 years? I would have to say McIlroy. I don't know how long Scheffler's been around, but McIlroy's probably your best bet, right? PGA Tour, obviously. All right. Determining the best golfers the last 10 years, 2015 to 2025, involves weighing major championships, PGA Tour wins, consistency, and world rankings. Based on available data, here's a concise analysis. What the hell is this guy doing? Rory McIlroy. It's not rated, it just has his name first. Rory McIlroy, often cited as the top golfer of the 2010s, McIlroy's dominance extends into the last decade. From 2015 to 2025, he won 12 PGA Tour events. That's it? Yeah, see, he didn't have that 9-win season. VJ did. I mean, Scheffler may have, right? We have to look at you out of here. Including the 2019 Players Championship and 2022 FedEx Cup. His four majors, all pre-2015. And consistent top 10 finishes keep him in the conservation. His strokes gained off the tee is unmatched. But he has 5 majors. That don't make sense. Scotty Scheffler. As of October 2025, Scheffler is the world number 1 with 17 top 10 finishes in 2025. That's pretty good, including 6 wins. That's pretty good. So he's won 6 times this year, where McIlroy's won 12 times in 10 years. So that's why I say McIlroy, the dominance wasn't there. As good as he is, he wasn't winning 7, 8 times. Maybe he wasn't playing as much. You know, his entire calendar year in 2024, he was number 1, leading in strokes gained total. Blah blah blah. Brooks Koepka. Koepka's 5 majors: 2017 through 19 U.S. Opens, 2018 and 19 PGA. So he won 3 in a row. No, wow. So he's won 3 U.S. Opens and 3 PGAs. He won 3 U.S. Opens in a row. No way. I don't buy it. His 7 PGA Tour wins and live golf success show versatility, but his overall win count is lower than McIlroy or Scheffler's. DJ, 12 wins, 2015 to 2020, including a 2020 Masters and 6 live golf wins. Johnson's power and accuracy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I wouldn't even think of him. Phil Mickelson's on the list last 10 years. So who would you think? It has to be, when did Scheffler start? It would have to be Scheffler, I guess, right? Because he won 6 times this year, and McIlroy won 12 in 10 years. I guess you'd have to pick Scheffler. Scotty. Let's go, Scotty. Just get a fucking personality, bro. We want stars. I know you're winning and you're a nice dude. I get it. You're a lovely man. Great father and husband. But I want to see some fire. Get pissed off. Verdict. Here we go. Verdict. Scotty Scheffler stands out as the best golfer of the last 10 years. His recent dominance, except at the Ryder Cup, multiple majors and world number 1 rankings to 2024, blah, 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 edge out McIlroy's volume and kept his major haul. Scheffler's statistical excellence. They didn't even put DeChambeau up there. That's weird, right? You would have thought he would have been up there over DJ or even Koepka. Yeah, he didn't even get a sniff at it. That's funny. Brooks. Bryson didn't even get a sniff at it. Oh, that stinks. That stinks for him anyways, right? See you, my Henderson. I'm watching the Corn Ferry Tour. Stead off the tee. He's got a 6 iron. He looks like Bobby McIntyre, lefty. Not one fan out there. I can't see one fan. Why wouldn't you have this where there's fucking people, fans? There's not. I don't see 0 people there. Zilch. Not a person. I guess there's like 12 people there. The PGA Tour is subsidizing it for him. I guess ticket sales don't matter, but that's not even the point about ticket sales. Get people into the game. Put it somewhere where people can go watch it. Let them in for free. Charge them to get out. I don't know. Do something. Get kids in there. If you bring a kid, you get in for free, or you get a free hat. Why would you have it here? This is stupid. I'm sure it's a nice resort, but it's not for tour event. It's for resort buddies trips. There's got to be a closer to a city, Chicago, Detroit, Philly, Boston, somewhere that's, and I know it's a little cold out here, but damn, somewhere that's hungry for golf and bring in the kids. Junior's in for free. junior clinics by these guys. I know they're playing big fucking deal. They can separate that and play pro golf tournament. They can give an hour out of their day to give a junior clinic and just hit some bombs. But how do they not see that? Oh, geez, let's have it where people can look at this. It's nice, I guess. I don't know. There's no trees, but there's no people. The hell was that? I keep thinking that Ed Gein's going to climb through the window and, well, he only likes dead people, so I'm good. Skin me alive and wear me as a suit. Ugh. If anyone see it out there, good luck sleeping tonight. Good luck sleeping. So Jack and Tiger, I'm going with Tiger. Seems like stronger, better, faster. I think he had to beat more better players overall. Equipment, you can't go by equipment because I'm sure Tiger could adapt to their equipment and they would adapt to our equipment. It's like Bobby Jones would have adapted to it. It's all the same. A champion's a champion. It's like the old, with Tom Brady versus Y.A. Tittle or whatever. He'd have figured it out. Tom would have figured that out. You know, you got it in here, you'll get it in the hands in the club. Maybe I'm wrong. Won't be the first time. And then the Ryder Cup, yeah, it. I don't know. It didn't seem as bad as people say it is. Like I'm sure they weren't happy with. They said some bad things to Roy, maybe, but when we were on the 15th tee-ish, so the tee was here. The tour cut. Walking through the grass, they shave it down to the fairway. They walked in front of us, so you could see the tee. It wasn't a great view, but they'd walk right in front of you, and we weren't. Some guys booed them, but I didn't hear any bad words to any of them. And we saw all the guys go by, and then on Sunday we went to between 1 and 2. You walk up to the tee. They go under the tunnel, walk up to the tee. So we got on the ropes, just get up close, get some good videos. And then, yeah, Fitzgerald got let's go Fitzy. Again, check out my YouTube videos, whatever. Fitzy, you look like you're in kindergarten. Don't play so hard on us today. Now, this was like the first or second group of the day. Now, USA did make a pretty good comeback. And I didn't hear anything crazy. I didn't. And if it was probably people who got free tickets that don't know the game and they think they're at a Yankees game. And then the wife thing. This button did. So the wife thing, and I was with my wife, and I said, stay fucking home. Ask any major leaguer. They don't bring their wives to Yankee Stadium, especially during the playoffs. They don't bring them. They stay in the hotel or they don't come. Because if they knew who they were, they'd get annihilated by the fans. The fans yell at their own team. I've been there. I've been to the Shea Stadium a million times. They yell at their own players. Magadan, I remember, was it Jeff Magadan? Something you suck, Magadan, or Dwight Gooden. Doc, you suck. You're not a doctor of shit. It's like, whoa. But the wives, I can't show you because the screen don't fucking work. The wives would walk up with the groups, right? Wearing their outfits. They had these cute little outfits on, the yellow and the hats, and they're waving their flags. Yeah, the USA guys are going to give you shit. Hello? The USA people are going to give you shit. That's the way it is. Now, they shouldn't throw shit at her. If they did, we don't know that. I heard it was knocked over. It happens, but the fans weren't as bad as they say overall. It really wasn't. And like I said in my other one, I heard the European fans mixed amongst us, given the white, fat American sugar overweight, stuck up, pompous, think you're better than thou. Heard all that about the fans. Oh, this guy, they were giving our fans shit. Not to us, but saying it loud so we could hear it. It was weird. And again, no, who cares? I don't give a shit. I'm a tough tough guy. I'm a tough guy. It doesn't matter, but they seem to be not happy with America in general. I'm like, well, then go back to wherever you came from if you don't like it here. But you're welcome here, but just try to enjoy it. But in terms of, yeah, I didn't hear anything too crazy, and I respect every one of those players, coaches, captains, wives on both teams. Would never boo them. Never, I'm a golfer. I don't would never boo them. I clap for them. I was hoping our team would win. Of course, that's what you do, but you don't cross the line. And you don't cross the line when they're hitting. Now in football, yeah, you scream and yell, it's different. Hockey, you scream and yell, it's different. But in golf, you've got to respect the guy and give him his a minute and a half of peace so he can hit the best golf shot he can. And if you can't do it, then you shouldn't be there. You're not a golf fan. You're a hooligan. You're not. You know, we thought we saw people getting kicked out Sunday afternoon. So 1 and 18 are parallel, obviously. Depends on which way you're looking. 18 comes this way, 1 goes that way. We were on first fairway, looking across the first fairway, and we saw cops with a bunch of people walking out. So maybe they got escorted for something, but we certainly Americans don't condone that. We don't want to win that way either. Who wants to win that way? It's like winning. It's like winning. Like I'm playing you in a match, and you move your mark with the putter head, right? Move it one to the right, bomb, and then you forget to move it back, and then you putt, and I go, you cheated. That's bullshit. And I've seen people do it. I don't want to win that way. You know, they were waiting for you to forget to put your coin back, and then they call you on it. That's the same thing with heckling someone with a swing. And so this guy here, McDonald, if he goes to hit, and I'm going to go, "Bleh," he's going to freak out and hit a shitty shot. I don't want to win that way. And I don't think USA wanted to win that way either. But the fans can be morons. And you can't stop alcohol at these places because people love to drink. It was $20 a drink, but and that's probably why they won't stop it either. But you can't stop that. That's fun. I mean, we were on seven. Again, I wish I could pull it up. I'm so mad. Um, well, next time I guess I'll have this fixed. And again, I don't even know what happened to it. But we were on 15, like I said. So we're looking out to 16 coming down, 17 going up the hill. The big stands, it was just perfect. We loved it. We just stood there. This was Saturday. Just stood there and just watched it all, and just the atmosphere was great. So if you ever get a chance to go, just go. You're not going to see a lot of golf shots like you would on TV, but we did because there was a monitor there and there was a big, TV huge thing. But just the atmosphere was awesome, and then you'd hear the ole, ole, and then USA, USA. It's just fun, just a fun time. It's not like going to the World Series or let's go like going to the World Series, but in terms of watching it, you're not going to see much. Again, it was my wife loved it. She had an absolute ball. She's not a golfer yet, but she had an absolute ball. Loved it. Just the atmosphere was great. Talking to people you don't know. We met a guy named Matt to our right. Susan to our left, whose husband kind of ditched her, but she was cool. We talking to her, trying to save your space. These people trying to come into our space because we had this nice. It was like a table, skinny table about that wide, long, like a bar thing. Then below us, there were seats where they were watching out too. But we had our spot. But to get a drink, the lines were huge, or go to the bathroom, the lines were huge. So if you went there, people would try to steal your spot. So we had to box out like Charles Barkley boxing people out. So we met Matt and I think Susan or Lauren or Tracy. I'm not sure what her name was, but we had to kick a few people out. Get out of here. But yeah, that was amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing, my friends. But in terms of Tiger and Jack, would have to go with Tiger on my end of it anyways. So All right, folks, we're gonna call it a day. I do appreciate everyone for being here. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Um, I might go on later tonight for the PGA Tour event or the Champions Tour. Right now, we're gonna eat some dinner, do some family things, and all that. But again, check it out on YouTube if you're not on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, check it out on Twitter and Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, check it. You know what I mean? Everybody cross pollinate into one thing. If you want help from me, Tom Gillis at pga.com. You want your video analyzed, email it to me. You want to get better, we can work out a plan to make you play better golf, think better, hit it further, and certainly make more putts. So that's the deal, everybody. The animals all say bye. Again, I appreciate everyone for being here. And if not tonight, we'll probably see you tomorrow.